Good afternoon, all. This is Jimmy from Ortiz Arts. Yesterday afternoon or evening, John De La Rose sent out an email via his Indiegogo stating that those of you who have backed Flying Sparks can download the PDF and read the book ahead. So some people decided to wait to get the hard copy, and some of us were a little bit intrigued. So we went ahead and downloaded the PDF. Now, I downloaded the PDF this morning and read through it. And I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised. I don't do science fiction, so I've never read any of John's work. I didn't know what kind of writing was going to happen. I didn't know if the story was going to flow. I didn't know if his writing skills from sci-fi, which I've never read, would translate into the comic book. But this book is 74 pages, and it kept my attention, and I actually read through and finished the book this morning. So, John, if you're listening, good job. Because books that are usually long, I had to put down and read and finish reading at another time. Excuse me. So my impressions of the book so far is I like the art. The art is fine. I like the story. The story flowed well. John did an excellent job, I think. And I think that anybody that gets this book, I think they're gonna enjoy it. And so those are my quick thoughts about it. As you can see, I put in the author and everybody down here that had a part in creating this book. On the left-hand side, you're gonna see Johnny. Johnny is my favorite character in this book. Johnny is Metagirl's love interest, and John sold this as a love story with a twist between a hero and a villain. But my opinion of Johnny is that although he is flawed and he is doing criminal activities, he is chivalrous and has lines that he will not cross. He is very, very careful in what he does, very calculated. He, I don't know if this is going to be a spoiler, sorry, John, but he does not go after innocence. So I'm looking at him as more of an anti-hero than a villain. If you contrast him with someone like the Punisher, who does things like steal, even though they are from the bad people, and the Punisher also does not kill the innocent, but he has no problems killing the guilty. I'm not saying that Johnny is Frank Castle. I'm just saying that the character, the way it was written, I could see him later on being more of an anti-hero than a full-on villain. But this is just my opinion. And I guess we'll find out. We'll have to see later down the road. What you see here on the right is Johnny demonstrating his powers on this beautiful splash page. It's wonderful. And to the left, you have what I was telling you about, that line he won't cross. And it is discovered that he did something, and Johnny has a choice. Do I kill this person, or do I incapacitate this person and just make my getaway? You'll have to find out what choice he made. But if you've been listening, you already know there's a line he does not cross. It's very interesting. I love the way Johnny is written. He is probably my favorite character in this book thus far. And like I said, John De La Rose did a really good job writing this out. I was, like I said, pleasantly surprised. Very, very pleasantly surprised. If a book that's 74 pages long can actually keep me in the story instead of looking at the artwork, which is usually what happens, I say the writer did his job. Over here, you have the introduction of Meta Man. It's a quick intro. He swoops in, talks to Meta Girl, says, "Hey, I need you to take care of something for me." Meta Girl stoked. She's like, "Hey, Meta Man has never asked me to do anything. I'm happy." So, quick intro. Now, the next panel on your left is not the next panel on the book. The book is 74 pages long, so I skipped a lot. But in this section, Meta Girl had a big fight. She's a little bit hurt. Meta Man comes in, finishes out the fight for her, and scoops her up and, takes care of her. Now, Meta Girl is kind of like Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Not in the power sense, but in the sense that she is a young superhero still learning how to be a superhero. So there's a lot that she still has to learn. She doesn't know the full capability of her powers, and she doesn't know her limits and boundaries yet. But that doesn't stop her from trying to do the right thing, regardless of what the cost is. Her heart is pure, and her intentions are good, and I like that about her. Over here, we find out that Meta Girl has an ally, and I'll let y'all, read that out for yourselves. So you're getting the characters of the story are being, introduced and fleshed out. On the next panel on your left, you have Johnny and Meta Girl at a university trying to get something, I won't say what, appraised or trying to figure out what it is. But a group of thugs apparently knows about that, wants to go in and get it. So they bust in with guns. Now, Johnny and Meta Girl get into a little tiff here because neither of them know each other has powers. Johnny is trying to be the chivalrous male and is trying to tell her to get back so he can take care of business. And she's not hearing it because she thinks she's more powerful than Johnny. That's to be determined because they haven't faced off yet. So within all that happening, it gave the thugs an opportunity to get grouped up and, complete the crime, which was not what Johnny wanted. Now, Johnny was being chivalrous for two reasons: to protect Chloe, but also to keep that precious item from being stolen because he needs it as well. And here we have at the end this beautiful cover. And just wanted to let y'all know, that these people in Comicsgate, they cross over, drawings here and there, which is pretty awesome. It's like one big universe sometimes. So my opinions of the book are as follows. I love the book. I thought it was great. I thought the story flowed well. Thought the art was good. I think that Johnny's going to be, obviously he's an intricate part, but I think that his story arc is going to be interesting in itself. I think that going from villain to possibly an anti-hero to possibly a hero is something that can happen within these books. It'll also be interesting to see how Meta Girl and Meta Man play off each other. If Meta Man is going to be, a recurring character that comes in here and there. Of course, the professor seems to be a character that's always going to be in play. So all these things are going to be pretty interesting. I hope that this quick review helps. I just wanted to have a little review, have a little fun with the book. Tell me what you think in the comments section. If you like, please hit the like. And if you enjoy it, please subscribe. Go in the comment section if you've read it. If you haven't read it, tell me what you think. Tell me if you want me to do more review videos. All this input and information is great. And if you haven't ordered this book and it's still available, I say go for it. Seems to be a very good book. Story is very well. Can't get mad at it. I want to thank y'all very much for tuning in. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day and a blessed evening. And I will talk to y'all next time.